I don't know if he found motivation from Begum Smurf, but now that Domination is online telling his story, I'm not surprised. I can recall when G Unit was first something I was familiar with. These was two names you used to hear, Smurf and Domination. I used to usually hear them together, like Tom and Jerry. And now that Bang with Smurf, I don't know if the people that's been talking to Smurf just also have an interest in Domination because they used to hearing the names together with Domination people like, oh, Smurf got motion. Let me get out here and get it. I don't know how it's transpiring, but Cam Capone was talking to Domination, and he said that 50 dissed Ja Rule or Preem people, and the get back was the next day. I never knew that shooting was a result of a next day based on something you chose to say in the booth. But if that's the truth, them boys wasn't no goof. Oh my mama, but no further ado, we finna see what Domination say them boys and queens have been up to.
He used to hang out with my older cousin Ramit.
Okay, and Smurf is older than you too?
A year older than me, but Smurf was a little bit more advanced. Like the older dudes put him under the not like that, like they sunned him, but they had him under the wing because he was Smurf was different, man. He was a little bit more mature for his age, you know. He was running the streets. Like his mom used to work late nights. He ain't have no guidance. He used to be running the streets, ripping and running, young age, ripping and running.
And so you and him get really tight.
We got really tight. Yeah, he used to be running. Listen, my cousin Talik, Freaky Ty, he took him under the wing, and Talik used to run around with him. Talik didn't want to be a bad influence on no young dudes, but Smurf was different. He was like the only young person that was under Ty, under Freaky Ty. Like Smurf was like his baby boy. Like he loved Smurf to death. So that's actually how we even got more close. Because after Talik got killed, after Freaky Ty died, like it was just, our relationship expanded from there.
Okay, now Freaky Ty, I mean, these guys were like legends in your hood.
The Lost Boys, Mr. Cheeks, you already know. Shout outs to Cheeks, you know. That was a rough time for us, a very rough time for us. A lot of people don't understand the intricate details of that whole situation. And Ty's not the only one that passed away due to a misunderstanding, like I said, you know. Shout outs to Magus, rest in peace, Magus. He was a young kid. He got killed on 134th Street or 135 Street and Liberty Avenue, right? And Magus was an innocent dude. He was a good kid, man. He was a good kid. And it just so happened he got caught up in the crossfire. And that's ultimately what caused Freaky Ty to get killed. And Roderick to get killed as well. So it's like, it's a lot of hood history that I really can't go all the way in depth with. But if you know, you know.
No, you know.
Okay, now you're rapping.
I feel you.
You're seeing 50 Cent. 50 Cent is having motion. How do you and 50 become cool? Like to the point where you're rapping in the studio and you guys are in the same studios together?
Listen, that's really not how it went. He from the same block as us, right? I can't say he was really having a lot of motion at the time. He had a little bit of motion because he had How to Rob out. A lot of people didn't like him behind that. 50 had got stabbed in the studio, right? Allegedly. They used to do mixtapes around my way. DJ Love De Niro, right? We was on his mixtapes. I was part of a rap group collective called The Grits, the greatest rappers in the streets. But my group was actually Drastic Measures. It was me, Marty Marty Superstar, and my man Valentino the Don. Now, the Grits gang, which is the greatest rappers in the streets, consisted of some names you might know: Stack Bundles, Sky Zoo, Domination, Asia, Marty Marty Superstar, Young Neem, Gun Clean, Valentino the Don, and Shan the Hoodlum. So that was like a rap collective back then. Like we was doing this 2000, 2001, you know? So we just used to go around. There was different crews doing mixtapes at the time and getting on mixtapes at the time. Mixtape things, they was big in Queens. People think like 50 and them started that. They did not start that. You know, mixtapes go back, DJ Ron G, DJ Clue, Dirty Harry, individuals like this. They set the tone for that mixtape thing. When it came to freestyles and stuff like that, dudes like Love De Niro, Masterminds, my homie KC, shout outs to him. They were doing mixtapes. DJ Rough Hands, they was doing mixtapes at the time. And what mixtapes was at that time for us was us taking other people's beats and rhyming over them, you know, and making the best product that we can make over that. So between Love De Niro, DJ Rough Hands, and Masterminds, if you wasn't on those three, you really wasn't nobody. So as far as being in the studio with 50, Rough Hands used to have a studio in his basement. It was like a makeshift studio. It didn't really produce the best quality, but we was there. Like 50 would record his thing, right? Nothing to do with us. He's just from our block. And we used to go record our parts. We was 134 All-Stars, right? There was a particular moment that I recall that there was a artist named Storm P, right? And this was after 50 got stabbed. There was an artist named Storm P. I was in the studio. My man Drake Product was in the studio. Doc Intelligence was in the studio. A dude named Gangsta Lou from Linden was in the studio. We was all there chilling, right? We was doing the mastermind.
Smurf was there?
Smurf was there. Yeah, Yayo was there and Banks was there, as a matter of fact. Also, yeah, they was on that, but Banks wasn't Banks at the time. He was Lazy Lloyd.
Lazy Lloyd?
He wasn't dealing with 50 at that time.
Blue hair?
Right? So we go to the studio and whatnot. We waiting to record. There's a dude named Storm P. He's from Baisley Projects. He actually ended up being managed by Superstar J. I don't know if that's still true to this day, but he was nice. He was doing this beat. I don't recall the beat, but his bars was hard. I recall the bars. He said, I dodge potholes, man, so I don't fuck up my rims. You dodge puddles so you don't fuck up your Timbs.
Bars. Yeah, he was thinking on a level. I would love to see what else he put with that. Them is bars. Oh, blah, 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 blah. I dodge potholes so I don't fuck up my rims. Dodge puddles so you don't fuck up your Timbs. Levels and layers of this shit.
I was like, whoo. He was young at the time. Like our age, 18, 17, around that time. I'm like, oh, this nigga's nice. He's like, he was putting that, he was spitting that pain. So 50 came in the studio while we was in the studio and he heard that. And he said, yo, who beat is that? Like, yo, I'm jumping on that. He ain't even asked boy that actually did the beat. He just said, yo, I'm jumping on that. So the engineers let him jump on the track. He said, rumor last year, 50 got bagged. Rumor this year, 50 got stabbed. What's the rumor next year, huh? 50 got mad and tore Jai head off with the 4-4 mag. He said something about black, my baby mom's a wild out and stabbed me worse than that, you know? So that was the issue, of course. Like I said, you know, Storm P was from Baisley. So 9 times out of 10, his management team was from Baisley. Supreme is from Baisley, right? I'm not privy to what happened after that, to what happened if Preem called 50 or not, or what was being said. I'm not privy to that. I do know that after that studio session, the next day, I went to the block around 12 o'clock, something like that. And they like, yo, 50 got shot earlier. So we all go to the back blocks. It's taped off. So we like, damn, we actually honestly thought he was dead. We didn't know he made it. We thought he was dead, you know?
Right? When I reverse, I said, like I said, I seen the car coming. I'm trying to be considerate. But I thought 50 saw it, so he ain't say nothing. But when I turned around, I'm like, yo, who this? I seen somebody jumping out the car. He seen the car, but he didn't see the person jump out the car. That's what I mean. I asked him, yo, who this? He like, I'm waiting for a response. And the response I get was, "Oh shit." So I'm like, "Oh shit." When I turned, niggas started shooting. So I forgot the car was in reverse. I'm thinking the car's in drive. So when I step on the gas, I hit their car, thinking that I was gonna go forward. I went backwards. So when I went backwards, I hit my head. That shit froze me. But
Hit your head on what? Car seat?
50 said he didn't get shot to this point here when this shit froze me. That's when the gunman came around the car and he shot us. But
50 hold this nigga responsible for panicking and reversing and not smashing out. He told him, nigga, I didn't get shot till you went backwards. That's crazy. 50 probably hot at this nigga.
But in that process, the girl was screaming. She like, drive, drive. So that's what woke me up. And I drove down the block and I drove him to the hospital.
Okay, and so did you reverse the car at all after you kind of started to take off?
I've been in a tricky position in the car where it's cracking. We trying to get up out of there, and I'm smashing on the gas for an extended period of time, wondering why my car ain't going nowhere. Is somebody at my car actually tussling with me and other members, occupants of the vehicle, panicking? We trying to get out of there before we hear sirens, any of that. It took some time for me to realize, oh, the car is in neutral. I just, bam, knocked it out of neutral. Now that gas pedal, boom, we got on. So I could understand him. Right after when them gunshots go off in this panic time, ain't no telling. Sometimes you gotta make sure you keep your wits about you.
I just told you I had the car in reverse. I said that.
Okay, let me explain that. Sorry, bro. Let me explain a little bit better. So you guys start to take off. At any point, did you guys like...
Oh, yeah. I see what you said. Yeah, I did reverse back. When 50 told me he had a gun, I did reverse back. I didn't think you wanted me to say. I see what you did. You went and you seen what I said before. All right, yeah. I had a gun. Yeah, we had guns in the car. I backed up. I said, yo, I was going to go back to shoot.
If you had to go all the way back to somewhere else to shoot, you done went too far. You think them niggas did that shoot and they just standing there waiting? Nah. If 50 had a gun, why he didn't think to reach and bust though? It's crazy.
But he was already hurt, and Shorty was like, yo, take him to the hospital, take him to the hospital. So I took him to the hospital. I couldn't take hearing what she was saying. She was all hysterical. I had to get her out the car. So when I got her out the car, it was just me and 50. I wasn't from Queens, so I told him to stay up. Yo, you gotta direct me to the hospital. So he directed me to the hospital.
Were you shot at this time?
I don't gonna lie, I forgot what the dude that was first interviewing looked like. Is it the same nigga? Don't even look like the same dude.
I didn't know I was shot until I got to the hospital.
Where were you shot at?
I got shot in my left hand. It went in and out.
Damn, and you didn't...
Man, I don't know how you can get shot in your hand, be a driver to the hospital and not see. I'm okay, maybe the feeling panicking, but how can you not see that you shot in your hand? That's crazy.
Didn't even know you were shot for all that time driving and everything?
Nah, I didn't know I was shot. The way, like, it went through my flesh. Like, it wasn't really like, it's like through right here.
So he got shot how many days after? Just a day after?
The day after, yes. The day after.
What's up, this Cam Capone?
I'm kind of confused if that's the same person or was it even supposed to be the same person? Perhaps it wasn't, but that's crazy. If 50 is the bigger guy physically, he has the meaner appearance, he has the bigger career, he's the bigger bully industry-wise. But it seemed like in that street, the niggas he was up against, Ja Rule and them, wasn't no joke. Oh, my mama.
Get you some money, you're gonna feel different.
Straight up.
You might even All that other advice I could have gave you, this the short version. You know, get you a couple dollars, man. You gonna feel it.
Next little net hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.